Yo everybody, it's your boy, King of Chaos, and I'm here to give you a no-nonsense tier list for Marvel Rivals Season 3. If you enjoy these types of videos, be sure to let me know in the comment section, and as with all things, this is just my opinion, so if you guys disagree or agree, let me know that in the comment section as well. Now originally I wanted to do a thing where I broke down each character as well as showed a little video on them showcasing their abilities, but that takes a lot of time and this is the no nonsense guide, so we're just going to break this down and go straight in order from each character. There might not be chapters in this, there might be chapters if you guys just want to skip ahead to your character, but do me a favor, if you're going to come to the end of the video and say that the tier list is wrong, be sure to watch all of it at least. So, you know, I probably have covered a point you've made at least once in the video, and it happens so many times in these things. Starting things off with Adam Warlock. With Adam, I think that without the team up, he's pretty mid, but with it, I'm going to put him honestly in the B tier. I might even see a conversation for it, putting him in the high end tier since he gives 2 other people additionally unlimited health, and those types of things I think are worth considering when you're factoring in a tier list. Like, hey, he's not only, you know, able to heal people, but he gives 2 people the ability to bring themselves back to life. I think that's a pretty strong choice, and I do think that he's a better healer than some of the other characters on here, so I'll be covering those guys later, just as the benchmark on where my thought process goes for any of this. Next up, we have Black Panther, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, Black Panther is kind of mid right now. I think Dive got hurt quite a lot. I don't know what the vendetta against it is, but now poke and I guess crowd control meta is just reigning supreme, and for some reason Black Panther just isn't doing as well against that. Obviously he doesn't position as well against flyers, so there's that as well. Now we've got Black Widow. I'm gonna say Black Widow is honestly she's not meta, she's mid-pack, but she's a little bit of a higher choice in the mid-pack list than I'd say someone like Black Panther, and here's why. I know Black Panther's gonna laugh at me when I say this, but here's the thing. You have so many different flyers in this meta, or flyer adjacent base characters. You got your Spider-Man that fling around the map, you got your Jean Greys who can float, rockets hovering on the walls. What is a Black Panther gonna be able to do besides throwing a spear at him? No diddy. I'm just saying that comparatively, Black Widow has a better chance of hitting those targets because she has a rifle and a projectile. And I've seen people perform a lot better with her since the dive meta just hasn't been getting a lot of that support lately. Next up, we have Hulk. I think Hulk is a pretty nice pick right now. He's not exactly, you know, a great shield tank per se, but he's really good at pressuring opponents, and when you combine him with his team up that I'll be touching on a little bit later, he makes another character damn near like, I mean, I'm talking broken status as far as I'm concerned, one of the top tier picks of this season. So yeah, I'm gonna put Hulk in A. I think that it's a solid choice for him. I like him there. Let me know what you guys think. Captain America. I was talking to a friend about Captain America the other day, and it honestly has me in like a weird place with him right now. Yes, Captain America's survivability has always been an amazing tool. However, he has gotten hoed a little bit with his shield reduction and the amount of time it can be up and that 4-second delay. I honestly don't really feel justified putting him in meta. I mean, if I were to pick a Vanguard to go solo and I got him on my team, I'm gonna feel a little bit disappointed. He also cannot hit flyers really good right now, and as you know, this is a flyers meta for those of you who don't understand that yet. This is not the meta for diving. This is a meta for shooting down flyers and not letting them do whatever they want. Next up, we have Cloak, and honestly, Cloak is starting to grow on me more and more. I know a lot of people think that she's mid-pack, a lot of people say that she's basic, she doesn't require aim, but the thing is, Cloak's debuff, her veil, as well as her bubble, I mean, she just has a lot of versatility right now, and she can hit flyers really well. And she also is really good at hitting the divers. You know, you have to worry about, you know, having the best aim in the world, because now you're Spider-Man, you're Psylocke, you're Black Panther, all your throw picks. That's a joke. But now it's a lot easier for you to heal them. So I think that she's well positioned right now. And yes, Magneto's ult is still a problem. However, I mean, there's so many different ults in this game that straight up just shut down other ults. I don't feel like, you know, saying that that's a counter is like saying Scarlet Witch is a counter, and I feel like that's just a little disingenuous. Speaking of Scarlet Witch, we've got Doctor Strange, her team up. This season, he's doing pretty well. I mean, a big ass shield, believe it or not, is very effective for fighting flyers. Being able to levitate in the air, very effective for fighting flyers. So I'm going to put him in a solid A tier. I'm pretty confident on that, and I like how he's positioned right now. I do think his ultimate's great source of crowd control, and a tank that can give you that means that the rest of the team, the duelists, the strategists, the other tank, they're able to capitalize on that crowd control effect. So I think that he's in a great position right now, especially since he can jump in the air and get, again, flyers with it. Little quick side note, for any of you who think I'm overglazing the flying meta, I'm just saying if you count how many characters do have flying and how many don't, and compare that to how many characters you can ban, you're going to realize you're fighting an uphill battle if you can't deal with them. So next up, Mommy Emma. I won't lie to you guys, they tried to knock down the White Queen, but she's still pretty great. I'm putting her as probably the best tank. If not best, second best right now. I mean, I think that she's relative to, I guess, the other one, but honestly, I feel like she pulls ahead just slightly because, I mean, she's so powerful, so much damage, so much crowd control. A lot of people have been calling this the crowd control meta, and I tend to agree. Her ability to grab, Spider-Man out of his ult, Emma Frost out of her ult, Iron Man out of his ult, so many people out of their ults. The shield, the versatility, the damage reduction, she's in a great position right now, and I think Emma's going to do great this season. Next up, we have Groot. Groot is definitely one of the most consistent tanks, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a hot take right now. I do not think he is good unless you have a ban. If you have a ban, I'd put him S tier, maybe, honestly, I kind of want to put him in the B tier just because he's also a huge target for one of the other duelists that are doing really well right now. But Groot was probably the best tank for multiple seasons, but he is just such a terrible matchup against the best duelist in the game right now. I don't think that should be a surprise for anyone. I can't in good heart put him in S tier even with that, because in the environments where you've got a Wolverine ban, why not you would just ban a Groot as well? Then you don't want the Groot to get out of crazy, out of hand. There's also other duelists that can oppress him utilizing rapid fire. You got Punisher, you've got so many other options. I think Groot right now is kind of taking a little bit of a back seat. And spoiler alert, I mean, although he can throw his orb or his grenade, he's going to have a tough time hitting flyers as well. And if you guys don't like the terminology of flyers, just take that away and use long distance enemy that isn't directly close to you. Now we've got Hawkeye. Hawkeye is a weird one because the really good Hawkeyes make him look S tier and the really bad Hawkeyes make him look like a good B tier. I do think that he's well positioned right now, but as far as his potential for damage, but it does feel like he got a little bit of a nerf. I feel hard pressed calling him a high meta pick because of this. He is suitable for taking out flyers, so I know that's a little bit of a contradictory statement to what I said before, but hear me out. Hawkeye has to aim. He takes time to consistently aim up on his opponent, and then he gets that buff. It only takes a second, but there's some characters in here that can immediately just snipe away, and because of that, because they don't need to just hold their arrows and constantly point out to aim, and they can just two-tap people, I don't feel like saying that he's a high meta pick or an S tier top meta pick is really honest. So that's my logic with that. And speaking of those characters, yes, Hela is still S tier. I think Hela and Jean Grey play very similarly with the style of their, their hit scan. They're both just really good, and Hela can still two-shot. She hits you from across the map in the head, and you're just done. I don't think there's much else needs to be said about that. Johnny Storm. They really tried to do my boy dirty this season. Johnny is not that good. I won't even lie to you guys. I don't know if the anchor system needs to go away. I had a buddy of mine talk to me about that. He says that he thinks that the anchor system entirely just needs to go. And I'm honestly inclined to start agreeing with him, because with the 10% damage reduction that he got to his character kit or whatever they took down on his rave speed or however it goes, and then you give him a 10% damage increase, but the next season when he loses that anchor bonus, is he going to have that anymore? I mean, how does that work? I just think that they need to be a little bit more consistent with the damage output for characters, so people who learn these characters don't have to worry about their mains switching so drastically every season. Invisible Woman, one of my favorite strategists. I'm going to put her in like the high meta tier. I think that she's a fantastic strategist. She's damn near S tier in my opinion, especially after the buff that she got towards her healing on the outgoing and ingoing. I think that she's well positioned right now because again, she's good at pulling people out of their spots. You see a well positioned Hawkeye, or you see a Wolverine diving for you, you can pull them back. I can't name the number of times I've seen that or have had that happen to me, where you're diving and then an invisible woman grabs you, boom, you ain't going anywhere. Or you have an Iron Man using his ultimate and she drops her shield and he just hates life. So yeah, Invisible Woman, great, fantastic ultimate as well, instant activation, love that. Iron Fist is not good. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys this season. I don't know why they hated my boy Kung Lee, or that's not his name, but Danny Rand. I don't even know which Iron Fist that is, but he's not good this season. And I honestly think that it's weird because he's able to attack, you know, from basically any range, or advance from any range. But his verticality, his pursuit is just not good anymore. It makes it really hard for him to chase down some of these faster characters. You're not going to get a Jeff. You're not going to get a Luna. You might get a Mantis, but you're not catching a Rocket or anyone else. So I am Iron Man. I love this guy. I think he's great still. I think even with all the hit scan characters, he is well positioned to do good things, especially in like the mid to like lower EOs. I'm talking like anything before Diamond, probably comfortably he'll do just fine. I mean, so many people do not look up. I don't know why. Even as a strategist, a lot of people don't look up and heal you either though, so be sure to be on the lookout for some health packs. But I think Iron Man's damage output, his poke potential, I think it's good. I mean, he doesn't have as much crowd control as some other people, but with the decrease in characters like Iron Fist and another aerial combatant that doesn't fly, I think that it's caused him to skyrocket a little bit more. What do you guys think of Iron Man this season? All right, this one's gonna piss a lot of people off, and here's the thing. Jeff is good. Jeff players are bad, and here's what I mean by this. I'm a lord on Jeff, so miss me with that BS. A lot of Jeff players still have this dive meta concept in their head. I don't get it. I don't know why. However, they have it in their heads that they have to consistently go behind and shoot the enemy more than shooting their teammates, even though you shoot through your teammates and hit enemies, not vice versa. You don't shoot through enemies and hit allies. You shoot through allies and hit enemies. And a lot of Jeffs just, they just don't like to heal right now. I don't know what it is. It's a new thing. I mean, maybe there's another strategist strike going on, but Jeff himself, Jeff the character, isn't bad. Jeff can protect you from ultimates by swallowing you. Jeff can pull off enemy teammates. An aggressive defense is a good offense, or however it goes. But I think a lot of players just aren't playing him to his correct potential. Loki should not be a surprise. He's S tier. Great positioning, great healing. He can copy any ult, not gonna waste much time on him. Luna, best strategist in the game, hands down. 12-second ultimate. I don't know why she isn't getting nerfed. Like, why is everyone getting nerfed and changed but Luna? She can't keep getting away with this. Like, what? Magic is similar to, I guess, Black Panther in the sense of the dive being hurt a lot. But she does have some aerial mobility. She also has that projectile blade, and she can protect herself a little bit more than some people. So her going on a dive is a lot less aggressive. I think that she's personally a little bit higher than Black Panther, but I know some people might not agree with that. Next up, we got Magneto. I think Magneto is also a very great tank. I think that he is, you know, arguably the second best tank in the game right now. I think that he's really good position. He can shoot, he can protect. You know, the number of ults he can either shut down or counter, either through killing the people through them or just straight up absorbing them. You know, Star-Lord, Star-Lord, Iron Man, so many different ults he can just straight up absorb. Gotta say, I don't think this should be a surprise to anyone. He's just a nice classic pick, and I think he goes in basically every composition. Mantis. I think Mantis is just a little bit better, maybe a little bit worse than Adam Warlock. I think that they're meta. I don't think either of those are throw picks. But Mantis comes down to your aim. And if you can't aim, you just can't get anything done with her. There's nothing else to say other than that. If you cannot aim with Mantis, and hit those headshots specifically to get those resets on those orbs to boost and heal your team, you're not going to have a fun time. If you can, people are going to be getting that damage bonus. They're going to be getting, you know, one-shot potential in some cases, like with Black Widow, if she has that. So that's where I'm going to go with Mantis. I think her and Adam are relative to each other, interchangeable, especially with both of them having the ability to get more healing based on the headshots they got. I also find it funny that they both have that effect. Mr. Fantastic. They try to keep my boy down, and they failed. I still think Reed is fine. I think last season, he was at least like a good B tier, probably A, and overall, I think he's gonna stick around that. This season, he's good at pressuring tanks. He's good at going for the back line, but he has more health, unlike a lot of other divers. He has just a lot of versatility. He can go dive. He can, press flyers as well. He can't get, all the way if they're too far up or above like a ledge or anything, but he has a lot more range potential than you might expect. Also, his reflector barrier can be used to pick off flyers at the end there. You just hold it up. I've deflected so many ults with it. Iron Man ult. I've deflected, yeah, basically Iron Man ult. I think I got a Magneto ult with it too, actually, now. So he's just, a great pick. So much overhealth, such a big guy. I like him a lot, and I think you guys will enjoy him this season too. Now, Moon Knight gets a lot of hate, and I do think that he has a little bit of a problem when it comes to attacking things straight on. He likes clumped up enemies. He does better in a triple support comp, but I don't think that he's bad. I think these guys are kind of bad in probably more closer to this order with there. But Moon Knight is good early on because a lot of people stay together, they huddle up, they have in their heads, you got to be clumped together. I think that because of that, you're gonna, see some success with Moon Knight, but I think he'll probably start peeling off of being good around that platinum to maybe gold. We'll see, but let me know what you guys think. I'm not super sure or confident on my placement with him. He always does just wacky things. He's crazy in a sense. Namor. Namor is eating good this season. You give this guy a damage boost in the form of an attack speed boost, as well as increased range for his squids. And he's got the team with Hulk. I think that he's doing great things right now. A lot of people do not like him. He's another reason that Dive just can't get a break, because you just go Namor now, they just can't do anything. You drop one squid behind you, you protect your team, everyone's happy, but the ops. Next up, we have Penny, and honestly, last season, I think Penny got a lot more hype than she deserved. I honestly think she's like B tier, maybe low A tier. I'll put her at the top of B tier comfortably, especially without the team up. With the team up, I might squeeze her into A. I do think she got a little bit extra hype, just because a lot of people don't want to destroy that mine producer. I don't know why. That's probably why they made Jean Grey, because they got tired of people not destroying all these extra, I guess, add-ons, the revive stations, the bombs, the turrets, and everything. But I think Penny's fine. She gets, stops a lot of ults. She can protect the back line from, again, Dive. Doesn't really stand a chance with two different minefields there. Those are another reasons why I'm saying that Dive just kind of got hoed here a little, y'all. Jean Grey is S tier. It's not because of her team up. It's because she's just good. Very annoying character to deal with, especially with the fact that she can proc up those hits. She fights like hella, but she hits differently because, the way she stacks up those fire procs, either through her shots, the headshots, the critical hit rates give you more of them. She's just really well positioned right now. Great against flyers, great from the distance, great up close, great at flanking. Play Jean Grey if you can, but if you're smart, you'll ban her unless you're really good with her. Psylocke, probably the exception, but not the rule. Psylocke to me is still pretty damn good herself. I think Psylocke fits into the S tier. I think the team up with Emma makes her really good. She's good at fighting flyers. She's one of the few people that can actually backline because she can escape. I think that invisibility is really nice. Maybe if Black Panther had that teleport move, regardless of having a magic, that would give him the chance to do better. But I'm gonna give Psylocke S tier. Great ultimate, hits everyone, builds up fast. If you can hit those shots, she just does so much damage. And with her animation cancels, you can damn near one-shot some people, some real squishies too. Rocket has gotten so much hate, so much flack. He's gone up and down and left and right. But now I'm gonna give him his respect. I'm gonna put some respect on Rocket's name. I'm gonna put him in the A tier as well. And I know a lot of people may not like that. Let me break it down for you. Rocket is, he's irritating. He's hard to kill. The slow lingering effects of the healing isn't great unless your team knows how to not be stupid and, position themselves back, move back a little bit, get a little distance. But the revive, making every fight a 6v7, that's just good. You add that to the fact that a lot of people do enjoy Penny right now. I think that he's just one of the most underrated strategists. I think he's definitely better than Mantis and Adam on their own. I think with their team up, They're A tier. With his baseline, I think he's A as well. I think, and honestly, with that team up, I might even see that urge of bumping him into S, only out of respect for how much he provides for the team and defense, as well as, again, that revive ability, the armor packs. He just gets so much, and it's really hard to kill this guy. A rocket's going to take at least 2 minutes of your enemy's time, so at bare minimum, he's at least distracting them and causing them to chase him across the map. Similar to Jeff, but a lot more focused in that way. Scarlet Witch, a lot of you are going to say that she's great. She's not. She's, I mean, honestly, that team up, I give her meta. That team up is a little nasty. I can't hate on that one. It's a nice little team up. I don't mind it at all with Doctor Strange, but I do think that I mean, her ult's just so telegraphed. You got so many people who can freeze her, you can sleep her, you can push her away. I've grabbed her and dove her with Wolverine more times than I can count. I think in one game I did it literally every single time. So yeah. Now look, Spider-Man fans, I'm not gonna do y'all like that. Just know he can be in there. Spider-Man got hoed this season. I don't know what the hatred of it was. I don't know if it was because Necros was, talking some smack or something, but they have done our boy dirty. He has lost all one-shot potential. I've actually done a short on this, and a lot of people agree with me. Spider-Man has lost his one-shot potential. It's very sad. I was expecting him to honestly get a buff this season, but the team up just giving you that passive slow over time burn effect, that little small burst, it's just not enough, and I think everyone knows that. So rest in peace to the Spider-Man out there. I feel bad for y'all. Squirrel Girl, I love her Iron Man team up. She's fantastic, and honestly, she's really good at just pissing people off and lobbing nuts. I don't think that she's like high meta or top meta by any means. I do think that she's meta, and with the team up, I could see her maybe almost touching A tier. I don't think she ever gets in there, but she's pretty damn good. I used her team up to cancel out an Iron Man ult. He shot us and I shot it at him, and we went band for band. The two domains canceled each other out. I was very happy about that. Let me know what you guys think about this season. I know a lot of you love Squirrel Girl, but I mean, is she good, or are y'all just lucky with your aim? Star-Lord, I think he is one of the few people from the trio to actually organically get into A tier on his own. His ultimate's great range. It builds up quickly, especially with his little AoE spin attack. He's great mobility, iframes, ammo resets. He has it all. You can't miss. Next. Storm is also going to be A tier. I think the Jeff team up got nerfed a little bit, but it doesn't really matter in that regard. She still buffs the team pretty well. Good attack range, good damage, good ult. Only issue is she's a little bit slower than some of the other flyers, and I think that puts her in a bad position, even if you're using her wind form. You basically never want to use that, in my opinion. I always like the electricity because it's extra damage. That said, I don't think that she's a bad character at all, even with, things like Namor, Hela, and Jean being there. I just don't think she's as good because they are so prevalent. Punisher is also a great character. I'm going to give him a nice solid A tier. His team up with Black Widow doesn't matter for him at all, but he's just a great character. The 40 ammo clip, the consistent ultimate, the pellets from his turret, you just get a little bit of everything with him. He's just a nice classic dad character. You play him after a long, hard day of work, and I think you're happy with it. So here's the thing. I think Thing is fantastic now. I think Thing might almost make it to that S tier meta, just for the fact that he's able to hunt people down now. So now instead of having the whole issue where you get people close, you chase them and then they get away, no, now you can just hunt them down. And it's very nice being able to just take people on in the sky, give them a stun effect, slow them down. And now his ultimate too hurts them as well. You can send that in the air when you're attacking. I think that Thing is in a very good position right now this season. I like him a lot. He's crowd control immune, which makes him very well positioned against this metagame. Not maybe enough, but he has a little bit more resistance than some of the other traditional vanguards. So Thor, for me, Thor is a duelist. Thor is just a duelist. With a little bit extra health. I don't really consider him a vanguard. He doesn't protect anyone. And if you want to count him giving himself extra health and operating as a shield, I guess. But even in that regard, I don't think Thor's that impressive of a vanguard. I think he's good at just attacking. That's all he ever does. He's flanking, he's pulling in the front, he's hitting his hammer, he's attacking. But as far as protecting my team or holding a point, I feel like there are way better choices on here than him. Ultron. Ah, man. Ultron and Jeff. I'm going to give Ultron mid-pack. I'm going to say he's the worst healer in the game. I don't think this should be a shock. Every game for like the past 2 weeks, last few season, 2 weeks of season 2.5, Ultron and Jeff in every game, and it was hell. Ultron's heal slowly. If you're going to have an off healer like, you know, Ultron or Adam, then you need a primary healer like Luna or Cloak or Invisible Woman to make sure you're offsetting that, because otherwise your team's just standing around there like waiting. It's like, hey, give it another 2 minutes, buddy. You'll get your health eventually. And Ultron players, I mean, they're MVP hogs. They just want damage. They don't give a damn about us. They're duelists in disguise. He's mid-pack. Now, I used to think Venom sucked as well, but he's slowly growing on me. I'd honestly put Venom in the B tier. I don't think that he's bad anymore. I think that I just misunderstood how he worked. His ability to pull back and peel for his team, as well as use the slowing tendrils. He, you know, can go anywhere he wants. He has all that extra health from, you know, his over health. I think that Venom's in a fine position. I've seen a Venom hold point, arguably as long as a Captain America, just because he has so much health. I've even seen them do the thing where they, you know, start twerking, and as their health goes down, they use another one of those. It takes 6 people to really take him down, unless you know, and focus him really, or to catch him lacking with like a stun right before he activates his rehealth or regeneration. So I'm gonna put him in the B tier. I think that he's a good pick. I don't think that you could go wrong with the Venom. Bucky's fine. I do think he's losing, you know, his value overall. I'm kind of hovering between the B and the A tier. A good Bucky still gets those resets though, you know, with Loki's being prevalent right now, since they're really, you know, strong. I think he can do fine. I don't think that he's as good again against flyers, even though he does have his little rocket out of the sky move. I think there are other people who can do it easier, but I do think he does it easier than someone like Mr. Fantastic. So if I'm going to put him in A tier, it'd be a little bit dishonest to put, you know, Bucky anywhere lower. And I don't think this is a surprise. The best character in the game right now is Wolverine. The team up between him and Phoenix is crazy. He's already strong. If you are not banned, if you're not playing Wolverine and Jean, ban whichever one you're not playing if you want to enjoy the game. If not, you're going to be going up against lifesteal effects that are just, I mean, it'll make the game so unfun for you. I've seen people straight up say that they're gonna go tankless metas just to combat this. I don't think that's logical, but yeah, that's what's happening right now for everyone. And this is my tier list. Overall, I think this is going to be a pretty accurate statement on the S tiers. I know it seems like a lot of people are S tier, but I think this is a pretty accurate statement. I don't think anyone is so bad you can't play them. I think some of them are close. I'd say that if I had to put people in the closest category, one from each category would be Captain America, Spider-Man, and Ultron, because I do think they got hoed the worst this season. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section. Also, if you want to watch more of my videos, be sure to click on the video to the left or right that YouTube's recommending, because it thinks you'll enjoy it, and so do I.